We did it! Portimonense are champions of Portugal. A phenomenal achievement for us, and we've run away with it. We've got one match to go this season. We're 9 points clear of our nearest rivals, Sporting and Porto. Wow. Just wow. We've only lost 2 games in the league this season. It really is unbelievable. We've been helped out by the fact Sporting, Porto and Benfica have had pretty poor run-in towards the end of the season, and I was going to show the last 2 matches of this season thinking that it would be down to the wire, but it's not. We won it a couple games ago, I think, after the win against Tondela. We went into the Moreirense game already champions. So I've played that game as well, and I thought we'd just sort of have a preparation match for our cup final, which will be against Benfica, our bogey team. Hoping to win the Portuguese double, hoping to beat Benfica and also retain our cup from last season. But wow, it's a magnificent achievement to win the league. I mean, it was almost predictable this season that we would do it after our magnificent season last year. But to do it in such style is really, really impressive. Only losing 2 league games all season. And we've scored goals. We've been fantastic to watch going forwards. Looking at the statistic, you can see Lopez is the top goal scorer, a long way behind Abubakar, but still he did manage to pick it up after early injuries this season. Wellington's the 3rd best average rating. He's also got the most assists going into the last game of the season. So it has been fantastic and really, really fun. A really fun year, and we've qualified for the Champions League. We qualify automatically for the group stages. So I definitely want to do one more season, a 4th season with Portimonense, where we just see how we get on in the Champions League. It would be nice to also retain our title next year. We will have to improve the squad. Hopefully we'll get a bit more money to spend as a result of qualifying for the Champions League. At the moment, the board have only given me £853,000 for the summer and a wage budget. We've got a much bigger wage budget. I think that's, yeah, we have £82,000 available, so I presume we could probably change that quite dramatically if we wanted to. Let's see. Yeah, we could push it a bit further up, but I mean, at the moment, we've got £1 million if I do it to that. But hopefully we will be given more money as a result of qualifying for the Champions League, winning the league title, and possibly winning the cup. But anyway, today's is the last day of our league campaign. We're taking on Desportivo das Aves away from home with the trophy already in the trophy cabinet, locked away. Let's just enjoy this. Let's just go out, play with freedom. There have been a few injuries lately, which is why I am keen to sort of focus on this match and try and build up fitness for the cup final against Benfica. Nani's injured for, I think, pretty much the whole entire summer, so he won't feature at all. But Lamas has just come back from injury, so he's only got 82 match sharpness. Wellington's just come back from injury, so he's only got 80% match sharpness. So there's a bit of a problem there, but hopefully they'll be able to build it up in this last game. I do need to show you the recent results since the last episode, where we drew twice, 1-1, remember. It did look like we were going to run away with it, and we did in the end. We beat Vitória de Setúbal 2-1, thanks to goals from Nani and Ivanic. We then beat Maritimo 4-2, really exciting game. Wellington, Pedrosa, Ivanic and Gribin with the goals. We easily dismantled Firenze in our second leg of the Taça de Portugal semi-final. Remember, we beat them 6-1 in the first leg. 4-2 in the second leg at home. Wellington, Lamas, Nakajima and Rui Costa with the goals. 2-0 win against Vicente, comfortable stuff. 2 goals in 2 minutes from Nakajima and Ivanic. Then a 3-1 win against Tondela. Lopez with 2 and Stanley coming off the bench to get another goal for him. And then a 0-0 draw against the team that kind of ruined our chances last year of winning the title. But little too late from them this time to prevent us from winning the title. So we're going in excellent form. Despite a few injuries, we still managed to get over the line pretty easily. Lopez has got 18 goals now this season. Wellington and Nakajima have 16 each. We've really shared the goals around the attacking players. Ivanic has got 11 as well, remember. Rui Costa's got 9. And he's predominantly coming off the bench. He's started a few more games this season because of Lopez being injured. Stanley's got 7. Bruno Tabata's got 7. We have shared the goals around the attacking players nicely. So it's just a nice, relatively short episode today to celebrate the fact that we have won the league at the 3rd attempt it's quite hard to believe. I was going into the series, just remember saying I just want to have fun. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to be a relatively short save, 4 to 5 seasons, or a medium length save, I guess. And no focus on trying to win things exactly. Obviously, I want to win things, but I'm just going to take each game as it comes, take each season as it comes, and see how we got on. And it's just been unbelievably easy in a way. I've found this tactic which works well. We've been gifted some lovely players that have developed nicely on this save. I've signed a couple of outstanding players like Lamas and Lopez on loan, for example, that have really enabled us to push on and challenge for the title last year and win it this year. So yeah, I've had fun, and the combination of having fun and winning is brilliant, I must say. So yeah, looking forward to a 4th season with Portimonense, where we go in the Champions League as they almost take the lead here. I mean, we're playing in our flip-flops, but I do want us to get some sort of momentum going for the cup final against Benfica. Here they come again. Come on, lads. You know, concentrate a bit here. It's not great from them so far. We've had literally nothing. Well, we've had 4 shots apparently, but no highlights. Well, we drew the last game 0-0, and this one's a little bit dull as well. But here they come once again. Are we actually going to win the ball back? We do! Posignolo wins it back, and Nakajima plays it back to Ferreira, who comes forward. I know you've slagged Ferreira off over the series, but on the whole, he's been decent, I think. Look, what is that? That dive is so exaggerated. There's no need to do that. And how long is he going to take to kick the ball up the pitch? Posignolo wins the header. Lamas can't win that back. Trying to build up his fitness. Here comes Aves, or Birds, coming forwards. This is going to be 1-0. We've been very switched off today. And this could be our 3rd league defeat of the season. Only our 3rd, which... Oh, I can't believe how comfortable we have been, especially since we were knocked out of the Europa League. I think if we were still in the Europa League, we'd have struggled, just like Porto, Benfica and Sporting have in recent times, as they managed to qualify for the next stages, of course. But this has been a shocking performance from us, and I am going to be very harsh on them, because we're champions. We shouldn't be losing this game. I'm going to bring Bruno Tabata on for Nakajima, who's had a poor game, but he's match sharp, you see, so we'd want to try and build Bruno Tabata's sharpness up, because he might need to come off the bench in the final against Benfica. Does look like we're going to end the season in disappointment unless we can really turn it up a few gears in the second half. Here goes Lopez, our first attacking highlight of the game. Lopez still going. He went for goal from that angle. It was not really the right decision, but Wellington wasn't up in support enough. I've brought Kakuba on at left back. Oh, this is poor. What a poor... I just hate it when you win the title early and then the last few games are just boring and your players aren't trying. It's just... I understand. I mean, it's realistic in a way, I guess, but it is annoying. I am going to go overload for the last few minutes. In fact, I'm going to throw Stanley up there. Stanley's going to come on for Marcel. It's really annoying because we've got a cup final. We need to be preparing for this cup final. Maybe they don't want to get injured for that, I guess. But still, I don't want to end with a defeat after such an impressive season. Only our 3rd defeat of the season is going to come at the hands of Aves. And yeah, it's happening. Literally nothing. Nothing I can do. I've done everything I could do today. The players are just... Well, they're not in flip-flops. They're just playing in cotton wool, aren't they, for the final? As that's 2-0. Probably a disaster. We've apparently had 22 shots. I don't know how or when that happened, because we've not seen anything, have we? So we have apparently tried. It just doesn't come across that way in the key highlights. But there we go. It's ending 2-0. A 2-0 defeat to end our brilliant season. But let's not let this get in the way of the fact that we have been incredible. I'm going to say they're not good enough, which will hopefully motivate them for the final. But Benfica, in the next episode. Ooh, what's going to happen? Predictions in the comment section below. Can we beat Benfica? I just want to remind you of our form against them in previous matches. Remember, we've only ever beaten them once, and that, strangely enough, was in the Taça de Portugal. So there might be a chance here for the simple fact we've never lost against them in the Taça de Portugal. The only game we haven't played against them, we have won. And this season we did manage to get a 1-1 draw, remember, and our most recent game was only a 1-0 defeat. It's been quite tight the last few games, as you can see there. We've just been, overall, not good enough against them, so we do need to improve. Anyway, this is how it finishes. 79 points, 24 wins, 7 draws, 3 defeats, plus 41 goal difference, 6 points ahead of Porto and Sporting. Champions of Portugal. Wellington does finish on the top of the assists, 3rd in the average rating. Unfortunately, Lopez does drop out of the top 3 goal scorers, but still, great season from him. We'll just have a quick look at the players going into the cup final. So, top goal scorer is Lopez, 18 goals, Wellington 16, Nakajima 16, Ivanic 11, and the goals were nicely shared around below that. Assists-wise, Wellington with 18 assists. Not as many as last year, but he still had a very good season. Nakajima got 12, Gribin got 11, and Lopez got 11, and Ivanic also got 10. Lots of assists shared around there. Average rating-wise, Wellington does finish top. Of course, it could change come the end of the cup final. Nakajima really dropped off towards the end of the season, I must say, which is a little bit disappointing after a fantastic start to the season. I mean, we've got some valuable players now. We'll ignore Palmer Brown because he's on loan, but Wellington's worth 5.75 million. Lamas is worth 3.5. Don't know why he's so valuable. Bruno Tabata, our super sub, is actually our 3rd most valuable player, strangely enough. So I don't know if I should cash in on him or just keep him as the super sub that he always is for us. I'll have to think about that in the summer. But thank you for watching the 3rd season of Paul Plays in Portugal. We've got one more game to try and win the Portuguese double and finally get some revenge over Benfica as well. I just don't know why I can't beat them. Perhaps I do need to try some different tactics against them in the final, but I'm a bit worried about changing things up a little bit too much. So I think we just have to go for it as we usually do and hope for the best. Until next time, enjoy FM18, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the cup final.